Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our series on understanding the Quran one surah at a time. Today we'll explore Surah Al-Araf, the 7th chapter of the Quran. This surah is a deep reminder about the history of human guidance, the consequences of disobedience, and the mercy of Allah. It tells stories of past prophets and their communities, showing us the importance of heeding divine guidance. In this video, we'll highlight the main themes of this surah, some impactful verses, and practical lessons we can apply in our daily lives. Let's dive in. Surah Al-Araf is a Meccan surah and takes its name from the word Araf, meaning the heights, which refers to a place mentioned in the surah where people will await judgment. The surah's theme revolves around the oneness of Allah, Tawheed, the consequences of rejecting guidance, and the concept of accountability in the hereafter. It also tells the stories of several prophets, including Nuh, or how people know as Noah, Hud, Salih, Shuaib, Musa, also known as Moses, and others, and how their communities responded to their call. The purpose of these stories is to teach us the lessons from the past remain relevant today. Here are the major themes of Surah Al-Araf and how they can help us in our lives. First, we have the battle between good and evil. The surah starts with the story of Adam alayhi salam and Iblis, highlighting the eternal struggle between good and evil. It reminds us that Iblis is our sworn enemy, and his goal is to lead us astray. In our daily lives, this serves as a warning to stay vigilant against temptations, whether it's dishonesty, greed, or harmful habits. Example, when faced with a moral dilemma like being tempted to lie for personal gain, we should remember that this is Iblis trying to mislead us and choose honesty instead. Then we have accountability and the Day of Judgment. The concept of accountability is emphasized particularly through the imagery of Araf, the heights, where people will be held in suspense awaiting judgment. This reminds us to live consciously and align our actions with the teachings of Islam, knowing that every choice has consequences. An example of this is before making any decision, whether it's how we spend our money or how we treat others, we should ask ourselves, will this action bring me closer to Allah or further away? Last but not least, we've got the lessons from the stories of prophets. The surah recounts the struggles of past prophets in inviting their communities to worship Allah. It shows how arrogance, denial, and attachment to worldly pleasures led to the downfall of these nations. This serves as a lesson for us to avoid arrogance and heed divine guidance. An example of this in our daily lives is arrogance can manifest in refusing to accept constructive criticism or thinking we're always right. This surah reminds us to remain humble and open to improvement. Let's now look at some impactful verses from Surah Al-Araf and how they apply to our daily lives. First, we have verse 16 till 17, this deception of Iblis. Iblis said, "Because you have put me in error, I will surely sit and wait for them on your straight path. Then I will come to them from before them and from behind them, and on their right and on their left, and you will not find most of them grateful." This verse reminds us of Iblis' relentless effort to misguide us. In our daily lives, this could manifest as distractions during prayer, procrastination in doing good deeds, or jealousy in relationships. We should actively seek protection through zikr, which is remembrance of Allah, and dua, which is supplication. Then we have verse 31, moderation in living. O children of Adam, take your adornment at every masjid, and eat and drink, but be not excessive. Indeed, he likes not those who commit excess. This verse teaches us to avoid extravagance in all aspects of life, whether it's in spending, eating, or social media use. Practicing moderation helps us stay balanced and avoid wastefulness. An example of this is, instead of buying unnecessary items during sales, we can focus on what we actually need and donate to charity. Surah Al-Araf is a powerful reminder of the importance of staying on the straight path, avoiding arrogance, and being mindful of our accountability before Allah. Its teachings are especially relevant in our fast-paced modern world where distractions and temptations are everywhere. By staying grounded in these lessons, we can navigate life with integrity, humility, and faith. This surah teaches us to trust Allah's guidance, avoid harmful temptations, and prioritize our relationship with Allah over worldly distractions. It's not just about knowing the right path, but walking it every day.